Okay, I need to talk to you guys about something that kind of happened behind the scenes because how many booktubers really take us all behind the scenes? Not many, but I had something that happened yesterday and you guys, we need to talk about this. So, as you guys know, my latest video that I put up was my booktube newbie tag. I feel scarred even saying the title. That video, okay, I'm just gonna say I hope it came across okay. I hope I look alright. I hope that you're able to understand me. I hope there weren't too many issues on your end because there were issues on my end. Oh my goodness. So, generally speaking, my day when I, am doing a booktube video, basically, I just told the biker across the street to work, mama. Okay. So when I have my filming days, generally what happens is I've already planned, like, the month before the type of videos that I'm going to do. I already have the titles and I have a rough idea of what I'm going to film. But on the actual day, here's how things generally go. I will wake up and do certain things just to kind of try and be at least some kind of awake before I do these videos. Then I will film. As I've told you guys, this is my most fun moment of the process because I love being here and I love talking to you guys. Then we get into the stressful moments that I alluded to in the booktuber newbie tag, and yesterday, oh my goodness. I tell you what, it was the perfect timing to be talking about how stressful things are behind the scenes, because when I went to edit that video, I had so many issues, you guys. First of all, generally speaking, what happens is I will film, and that can take anywhere up to about an hour when you consider everything that's involved in preparing before sitting down and actually hitting record, through to getting everything done. There'll be a lot of times where I do need to pause, where I'll just, go off and do quick things or whatever, and all that. After that hour, the next hour is spent basically uploading the raw footage to YouTube. Then we get into hour 3 where I cut everything down. And this was okay, I suppose. Like, I didn't have too many issues with this, which is good because I have in the past. So anyway, that was fine. We're getting now into hour 4 when I'm actually doing the editing. And by editing, what I mean is when you see those fancy schmancy pictures that pop up or the little bits of writing that come on the screen, that's what I mean by editing. I've already cut. Now I'm putting things onto the screen for you guys. So when I do a booktube tag, what I'd like to do is cut away to an image of the question so that you guys get the opportunity to see the question on screen. And oh my goodness, it could not have been any more stressful. So picture me, I'm in my office and, the cut version of my filming has just completed. It has been converted and we're going back into the program to now start some editing. And I'm like, okay, I know what I need to do. When I get to the point of question 1, I pause, I pop up the image, and then I say the question. I'm verbally saying it in the video, audibly saying it. And then I pause once I've read out the question. And then what you do, the way that the editing software works for my editing software is you get this long kind of bar of the image, and the bar kind of represents the duration that the image is going to last for. Now, of course, you can adjust this, which everyone does, but let's say that the image is allowed to be up there for, I don't know, 30 seconds, 1 minute, whatever it is, and then you just kind of slide it back to where you want it to cut off. So I got through the first 3 questions, and then when I went to put up question 4 and start sliding it back, everything erased. And that was just the first thing that happened. I mean, this gives you some idea of how stressful it was. Everything erased. I lost, in the editing software, at least I still had the cut version of the video that I'd already done in hour 3, but I lost the cut version of this editing version that I was doing. I lost that, plus the 3 or whatever images of questions that I put up had all gone. So I had to start again, which was incredibly annoying. So I started again. This time I got all the way to question number 7, which made me really, really happy. And then, again, everything just erased from the screen. And, you guys. So I'm really stressed out right now. So, at this point, I've gone back and I'm doing it again. And we get to the question where I'm talking about when I first began reading, because I knew I wanted to have some pictures popping up for you guys, like when I referenced Stewie Griffin. I knew that not everyone was going to know what I meant, whether you watched Family Guy or not. Not a lot of people will know that Stewie, he didn't exactly read in the womb, but he had a journal in the womb, so I wanted to put a picture up here so you guys could see that, right? So that's fine, or at least it was. So I put Stewie up, and then I'm talking about how I was doing, how when I first began, I was listening to Disney audio cassettes, and this is where everything went haywire. I put up that image that you've now seen, and I'll explain how you got to see that now in a moment, but I put up that image, the big one, of the Disney books and the cassettes, so that anyone who doesn't know what this is, which is totally fine, now you get the chance to view this. And then all of a sudden, I start hearing this noise, because I've got my headphones on while I'm editing, and I'm hearing this noise. It's like, what is this? Like, what is this noise? Oh my gosh. And I start freaking out. The next thing I know, I kid you not, my editing program shut down. I'm not kidding. Like, it shut down to the point where the editing program on my computer closed itself. And I'm going, what? Now, I've had issues with my editing program before. It is a free software that I use. I'm not going to name the name because it's a free software that I use. It's a legitimate software, and it is legal to have the free version. It's just if you want a better version, you can pay for the pro version, which costs more money. But anyway, I've had issues with them here and there, but they've been minor things. Yes, they've been stressful for me, but compared to what happened yesterday, having the program just, boom, shut off? No, I have not dealt with this before. So I was just like, wait, what? And then my second thought was, seriously, I had 3 more things, and that was it to put in. Question 9's image, question 10's image, and the writing that I have when I say I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. As you know, I put that here on the screen, showing it to you guys. That's all I had to do, and it decides to close on me. What are you doing? And this editing software, I don't know if there are any editing softwares out there that do this, but this editing software does not automatically save anything. So with it just closing down and me having done 85% of the work, it was all gone and I had to start again. Now, when I say start again, I mean from the point where I had already cut the video to where I needed it. I had to start again with my editing. So I needed to walk away, like, oh my goodness, I need to step out of my office and take a breather, because I was not happy at all. So then I went back, and I tell you what, I felt like there was someone conspiring against me, because anytime I would click anything, everything would erase, and it was just, oh my gosh, I know it's not true, but I was thinking, someone has hacked into my computer, and every time I press a button, they are stuffing around. We'll say that word to keep it nice. They're stuffing around with my computer. What are they doing? Seriously. Okay, I'm going to catch them out. Like, seriously, I am going to catch these people out, and I'm just, yeah. So I was doing little things going, okay, they think they're going to get me because they think I'm going to click now. But instead of clicking now, I'm going to click now. And, like, seriously, I'm jumping around, like, on tenterhooks here going, okay, they think it's now, but I'm going to click now. Okay, step back. Okay, it's good. We're going to keep going. Oh my gosh. Normally the editing side. So again, there are many different steps in the process for me. There's the planning, the filming, the cutting, the editing, then the tags and the thumbnail and all that. So I'm just talking about the editing. Normally the editing takes me about an hour, but some videos that are incredibly intricate, so, you know, if I've got a ton of things that I need to pop up on the screen for you guys, that can take anywhere up to 2 hours, but a standard editing time frame for me is about an hour. As you can imagine, my day is incredibly long. 1 hour filming, 1 hour cutting, at least 1 hour editing, and then we got to keep in mind the conversion times from uploading the raw material originally to YouTube, then downloading that, putting it into the editor, then converting what I've done for each step. But anyway, so it probably takes me 5 hours to go from nothing to a finished product. But anyway, and that's on a good day. So finally, you guys, finally, I got to the stage where I had all the questions done, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to convert this right now, because then all I need to do is the Stewie Griffin picture, the Disney audio cassettes picture, and the I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday text. And that's all I need to do. So I'm fine. So I converted all of that. That was fine. Didn't have an issue. Came back and went into the now converted cut and 3/4 edited clip or file, and used that to just put in those 3 things. That was fine. I had no issue. And then I converted that and I uploaded it to YouTube, to YouTube. And generally what I do is I always watch back what I do, because I'm a perfectionist. So I like to make sure that it passes my viewing test before I actually schedule it to be released for you guys. So I'm watching it back, and I tell you what, here's how it's going. We've got the audio of me going, "Hi guys, how are you?" And meanwhile, you've got, "Hi guys, how are you?" And literally, I just did that now to show you what I mean. But the audio and the visual were so completely out of sync. I couldn't believe it. Finally, I have done this, this thing of an editing software. I finally conquered it and did what I need to do, and now we have the audio out of sync. But seriously, you guys, for the first time in my entire BookTube career, I said, you know what, I'm going to let it go because this was just too much. I'm just going to upload it anyway. Let's keep watching until we get to the infamous question 4. So question 4 comes up and I don't remember what it was, but here I am audibly saying, question 4, and on the screen is question 5. You've got to be kidding me. So by this point, I am boiling mad. I've probably gone through about 5 shades of red and 3 shades of purple. I'm that mad. And it takes a lot for me to get angry. As I've said many times, I'm very much a glass half full type person. Every morning when I wake up, I'm looking forward to seeing what type of a day is going to come my way. I'm a very happy, positive person most of the time. At worst, I can get exhausted and I'm just tired, but it takes a lot for me to get angry, even more for me to get really mad. And I got really mad at this point, and I said, you know what? Stuff it. We're just going to delete this video. I'm not even going to put it up. It is a newbie tag. It's a newbie tag for 2021. And I've been here pretty much for a year, so we don't even need to do this. I'm just going to get rid of it. Then my second thought was, no, you know what? What we'll do, we'll refilm it, and I'll just throw in the things that I want to talk about, that I want to bring up about that video. So, for example, with things that I'm going to bring to BookTube this year, I would just talk about that stuff, and I was going to title it something like "Welcome to Mr. Francy Reads" or something like that. And then I thought, now, you know what? Stuff it all together. I'm just not going to do it. I'm just going to delete it. That's it. I'm not even... No. We're going to leave it. We'll just do another video. And then this morning, something told me, give it one more go. Now that you've had a good, time to come down and you've had a long sleep, get up, make some coffee, and let's try this again just one last time, taking the cut file and editing that. And I said, fine. I was like, fine, because, I'm still scarred, but fine. We'll do it one more time. But if there is one issue, it is not going to happen. Seamless. Absolutely seamless. I didn't have one issue with it. So there you go. That took way too long to do, but I wanted to give you guys a behind the scenes of how things go and how things can be incredibly stressful. One thing that viewers who aren't creators on BookTube may not understand is that there are a ton of stresses that go on behind the scenes. And when I first started out, if you go back to my first couple of videos, which don't, trust me, it's not worth your time, even I will say that, but when I first started, I literally would record and upload and that's it. And then I started talking to some of my fellow brother and sister booktubers, and they were giving me a lot of advice because I was very new to this sector of YouTube. I had done YouTube before, but I had not done booktube, and they were telling me, you really need to start cutting your videos so that you take out those moments where there's dead air and things like that, and you need to edit it and put, things up on the screen and things like that. Yeah, look, I agree. It makes the video look so much better. But you guys, y'all don't know, if y'all doing this, that it is so stressful behind the scenes. Oh my goodness. And now you do. Alright, so I'm not trying to scare you off. If you're watching this video right now and you want to become a booktuber and you're thinking about your pros and cons list, don't allow me to stop you, okay? Please, please, please do it if that's what you want to do. I'm just talking about my end. Hey, you may be someone who is incredibly patient, more patient than I am, which is saying a lot because generally I am pretty patient, but when you have the editing software closing on you, when it's 85% done, I think you have every right to get a little angry. But yeah, please, if you want to become a booktuber, please do become one. I just wanted to give you an idea of what was happening for me behind the scenes. Now that but that is it. That is where I'm going to leave it. Letting you guys go. Peace, blessings, and so much love. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I'll see you again soon. Mwah. Thank you so much for watching, and happy reading!